All right, guys, welcome to another exciting episode of the Left Side View with Rahul and Amitabh. So this is the preview episode wherein we will preview the midweek matches, and we've got a big one for you guys. We've got the first European Cup final of the season. We've got the Europa League final between Rangers and Frankfurt. So yeah, I think both the teams it's been an unexpected journey for both the teams. When the season started, probably nobody would have expected Rangers or Frankfurt to reach the final of this competition, but both the teams have overcome a lot of the odds, and lo and behold, it's these two teams. I mean, they've had some exciting scalps, throughout the season. For Frankfurt, it's been the mighty Barcelona, um, and even for someone like Rangers, they've knocked out Borussia Dortmund, and yeah, so there have been some exciting scalps, and again, a great story for both of these teams to reach the final. I mean, I was just reading about these two teams, and it's actually not the first time that these two teams are meeting each other in a European competition. But the last time these two teams met, uh, it was back in 1960. So yeah, a long time ago. Um, and yeah, so for Rangers, under someone like Giovanni Van Bronckhorst, and the fact that they've already lost the Scottish League to Celtic, so yes, this is again a case of putting all their eggs in one basket. So yes, they've got uh, the competition's top scorer in their side, which is none other than the right back James Tavernier, who's again going to be looked to, he's going to be looking to take that goal tally even higher. And yeah, the game takes place in Sevilla, Sevilla's home stadium, Ramon Sanchez Pizjuan. So I mean, obviously, we don't really have an Unai Emery or a Villarreal or a Sevilla side in there. For someone like Frankfurt, there was an apparent issue, with their star defender Evan Ndika, who was actually brought off with an apparent muscle injury in the recent draw against Mainz. However, the chances are that he's still gonna make it, and he's still gonna start in such a game of in a game of such big magnitude. Um, so yes, you do. It does feel like for Frankfurt, it's probably going to be everyone who's going to be fit. Whereas there are some issues with injuries for Rangers. I mean, obviously, someone like Philip Hollander or even someone like Alfredo Morelos, the Colombian winger, um, is they're both out. So yeah, it's really going to be impossible for them to be a part of this. Um, Whereas someone like Kemar Roof is someone who is pushing extremely hard to be involved, but let's see if that happens or not. Someone like Joe Aribo or even Ryan Jack, they both left the field with injuries in the second leg against Leipzig. However, you would expect them to, at least play some part. Even if they don't start, they're probably going to be on the bench. And so, yeah, I'm probably going to go for uh, Rangers. But yes, what are your predictions on that?
Yeah, so the only flip side about this match, as far as I'm concerned, is that the fairy tale of one of these teams will be, left incomplete. Again, both the teams have played attacking football, and I think in most of the rounds, since Feb, the knockout rounds, they were not the favorites to go through, and they have definitely defied the odds. As far as my predictions, and just one more thing, both the teams have a great supporter bandwidth, and yeah, they will get a lot of. I mean, the atmosphere inside the stadium will be great, so that is again something to look forward to. Again, as far as my prediction is concerned, I'll pick the German team. Um, I just think that the way they have survived, throughout, and I think it's written in the stars for them. And again, whoever wins, I think it will be a great final match for the neutrals, not only due to the type of play that we expect, but also everybody loves the story of an underdog. And let's believe when there were the likes of Borussia Dortmund, Napoli, Barcelona, um, even someone like Atlanta, Leipzig. Uh, Luck favored them as far as the draws are concerned because many of the big weights they played each other and took one of them out. And again, but whenever a question was posed to them, whenever they were up to a challenge, they succeeded. And yeah, but as far as my prediction is concerned, I think Frankfurt will win this and they'll win this 2-1. Your scoreline prediction now?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the 2-1 Rangers. Game goes to extra time.
Okay. Okay. There are also some matches in the Premier League, so let's take a look at them. On Tuesday, the ever so important Southampton against Liverpool. So if Liverpool wants to, harbor that hope of getting that Premier League title, they have to hammer Southampton and then hope for the best. A simple, 1 goal or 2 goal victory. Again, a victory is a victory, 3 points, and City have to win at home against Villa in the final week. But yeah, I think Liverpool will try to manage the goal difference situation in this match as well. But then the last time they tried to do this, we all remember what happened against Crystal Palace all those years ago. So, of course, victory will be the first priority. But and you also don't know the kind of injuries that someone like a Mo Salah or Virgil van Dijk have suffered, whether they'll play a role at all, or how limited a role will they play in this match. So, but having said all that, you can't pick anyone to be the winners here except Liverpool. I think the scoreline will matter, and I think they'll win it 3-1. Rahul?
But I'm not really sure why the goal difference comes into the picture, to be honest, because City are 4 points ahead. So even if Liverpool win, City will still be a point ahead. So let's say if City draw their final game and Liverpool win, only then Liverpool will be a point ahead. Otherwise, like yes, City have to lose and Liverpool have to win both the matches in a way. But I mean, what I'm trying to say is that the goal difference doesn't really come into the picture right now. The way it's the permutations and combinations are, I don't think that it comes into the picture.
City are 4 points ahead, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and if Liverpool win one and draw one, and City lose the final match.
In that case, they'll have 1 point, and so
No, if City lose the final match, they are still 4 points ahead, and by winning one and drawing one, Liverpool will get 4 points. So they'll be level on points. No?
I mean, yeah, but not like again. I don't really expect it to come to that. Like, I don't think that both the teams will. Maybe one team can lose. I mean, yeah, but it's really difficult that both the teams will lose. But again, I mean, obviously, yes, the possibility now I see, yes. But who are your favorites? I mean, I would still pick City to.
Yeah. I don't think Liverpool will win the Premier League, but I'm just covering all bases basically. And see, before the City Aston Villa match, of course, all three results are possible. So this is what Liverpool will try and hope that they lose the final match, and even if they draw one of these matches, the if it is up to them in an utopian world, they will win both the matches and City lose the final match. So just in case goal difference becomes a factor, they'll try to manage that as well. But of course, in order to score 5 or 6, they have to score the first goal first. So let's see. Especially with the injuries, we don't know the kind of squad. Because even now, I think the Premier League is, Liverpool is less likely to win the Premier League than the Champions League. And how much of a risk will they take with the star players, especially both Salah and Van Dijk holding their groins, Fabinho already, doubtful. So let's see. But I'm expecting a 3-1 win. Your predictions?
I do feel like, I mean, I don't really think that Liverpool will put someone like Virgil van Dijk or Salah in the lineup against Southampton. But yes, if they win that match, then I would expect them to play their best 11 against the team that they played, I guess, in the last round of the competition. But yes, obviously, and Southampton again, someone who's already on a beach, I guess. So it's a great team to play against. Yes, I also predict a victory for Liverpool. I expect it to go down to the wire to the last day. 3-0, 3-0 Liverpool. Yeah.
On Thursday in the Premier League, we have Everton against Crystal Palace. So one more opportunity for Everton to get those 3 points and secure themselves. With the red cards and everything, will they be able to do that? Because both of them were straight reds. So I don't think the defender or the striker, even if he's a second choice striker, both of them will play any part. And let's see. Again, my biggest worry for Everton is they just can't defend. So how will they manage 90 minutes with someone like Zaha and Gallagher and the front, the strikers of Palace? They will create chances, maybe 5, maybe 6, maybe 10. So again, it all boils down to how well they defend. Given the situation, I think even this match will be a draw. I think this match was 1-1. Rahul?
Yeah. Obviously, Lampard already lost to Vieira's Crystal Palace 4-0 in the FA Cup, I think, quarterfinals. However, playing at home last match of the season, so much in the line, I'm still going to go and I think a 1-0 victory for Everton. If they can't win this match, then yes, I guess they're doomed. But yes, they've got to take this opportunity. Yeah, 1-0.
Okay. Aston Villa against Burnley. Again, an important match as far as the relegation is concerned. I think Gerrard's priority will be, defeating Man City or even trying to get a couple of points, making them drop a couple of points. So, as far as Burnley is concerned, a good opportunity for them to try and make a victory, and that is the best they can hope for. I don't think they'll dominate any team in the Premier League, and they cannot come away. Think of coming away, 3-0 or 4-0 victors. They'll have to go for a 1-0 and then defend and try to get the best out of the situation. Will they be able to do that against Aston Villa? I think Villa will win. I think Villa will win 1-0. Down.
Okay.
And that is more to do with, I have to be like full disclosure, that is more to do with Leeds. I don't want Burnley to get points right now. Yeah.
So the corresponding fixture actually took place just 2 weeks ago on the 7th of May at the Turf Moor, and Burnley lost at match 3-1. So I think that game will play a part. I can't see Burnley get all 3 points. I'm still gonna go for a draw, but I still think even that's not gonna happen. But yes, for now, I'm gonna go with the draw.
Okay, and the final match on Thursday is our match against Leicester City. That is a final home match this season. Farewell match for some of our players. If they choose to participate, let's see. We need 3 points. Actually, we need 2 points for securing the second position. And I don't know if we can win this one or we'll still wait for the Watford match. Okay, the Watford match is also at home, so I still think that we'll win the Watford match, but Leicester defeating Watford 5-1 in their previous match yesterday. So I think this match will be a draw. A 2-2 draw. Down.
Yeah, I remember last time when we lost the FA Cup final, even though it was against Leicester, but then 4 days later, we again played Leicester. So this time again, even though the opponents in the FA Cup final were different, but we are playing the same team after losing in the FA Cup final. So I'm going to go with the same result, 2-1 victory last time out. I'm going to go for the same result this year as well. A 2-1 Chelsea victory at Stamford Bridge. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, with the season winding down and a couple of leagues already over, these are all the matches that we have in midweek this time around. So thank you so much, guys, for watching our podcast, and we'll be back reviewing all these matches in a later episode. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye.
All right, guys.